There is a fantastic quote by Mark Getty, who is the owner of Getty Images, which is a huge corporate image database, and he's one of the largest intellectual proprietors in the world. He once said, "Intellectual property is the oil of the 21st century." It's a fantastic quote. You can condense it to one word, that is war. He declared war with that, saying, we will fight for this stuff, these completely hallucinatory rights to images, ideas, texts, thoughts, inventions, just as we're fighting now for access to natural resources. He declared war. Strange kind of war. I would take it serious, but it's ridiculous and serious at the same time.
So what do religious fundamentalists and big media corporations have in common? They believe that they own culture. They are so self-righteous about it. They are so, this is ours, and, doing anything with what belongs to us is denigrating. Right, well actually, when I told people that I wanted to incorporate old music, forgetting even what it was, everybody said, no, don't do that, don't do that. Don't touch any music, just don't touch it. I think people said, even Woody Allen can't get old music into his films, or the old music that he wants into his films, and just leave it alone, don't do it. And I actually wept at one point, because all these people were saying, don't do it. But I had to do it, I had to make this piece of art. And
having heard those recordings, I understand why. I mean,
it had to be them.
Yeah.
I'm an artist and I'm just one person, and I did it for art rather than it's not a commercial product. And I just thought, if I don't make this piece of art because I'm scared, then the terrorists have won, right? It's bad enough that they've affected policy like this, but if I internalize it, if I kill my own art out of fear of them, then I've really lost. What really bothers me is now the film is done and it's getting awards, it's getting all this praise, but people are saying like, oh, you're having rights problems, oh, you really should have cleared those before. And they're using me as like this lesson. It's like, let that be a lesson to all of you. Don't touch anything that you haven't cleared first. And I'm like, how is any independent artist going to clear this stuff first? It's really hard to imagine really what would happen if copyright went away. Really, really hard to imagine. Can imagine good things, but it's such a complex, it would change people's behavior so much.
Yeah.
It could be fantastic. Who knows? But the scenario people always bring up is, some horrible company, some horrible corporation. It's always a corporation, right? Like the corporations are serving us so well under the current copyright regime. Besides, like, oh, well, what if a corporation exploited your work without your permission? It's like, well, let's just balance that with corporations keeping me from making work in the first place. I mean, again, one of the things that's hard to imagine is in a post-copyright world, there could be just so much work available that, my work wouldn't really be at any particular risk. There would just be so much of it.
Anyway, so Lava and Kush were born to Sita in the forest, and were actually taught by Valmiki, who taught them how to sing all these songs praising Ram.
Love, Kush, let us sing the praises of Rama.
Rama's great, Rama's good, Rama does what Rama should. Rama's just, Rama's right, Rama is our guiding light, perfect man. perfect son. Rama's loved by everyone, always right, never wrong. We praise Rama in this song. Sing his love, sing his praise. Rama set his wife ablaze. Got her home, kicked her out, to allay his people's doubt. Rama's wise, Rama's just, Rama does what Rama must. Duty first, Sita last, Rama's reign is unsurpassed. Rama's great, Rama's good, Rama does what Rama should. Rama's just, Rama's right, Rama is our guiding light. Perfect man, perfect son, Rama's loved by everyone, always right, never wrong. We praise Rama in this song.